Gaming news. The
You
Suicide
skipped.
Squad. What I skip?
Joe Rogan's.
Joseph Rogan.
Oh. Why'd you bring that up? All
Well,
right,
you
so
told
Joe
me
Rogan's
to.
I did. I really just skip right over that. But Joe Rogan's insensitive use of the N-word, right? So you've been living under a rock. You know, if you're here, we know you listen to podcasts. You know you're in the podcast universe. So Joe Rogan, as of this past week, has been going through hell because first, what prompted this was the Neil Young thing with Joe Rogan getting on his podcast and giving out misinformation about the vaccine and the virus and stuff like that, or having guests on that spew that type of misinformation, whatever, quote unquote. Yep. So the Neil Young comes along and say, hey, if you don't take this motherfucker off your platform, I'm taking my music off. Spotify says suck my dick. And then Neil Young's like, hey, taking all my shit off. And then they follow Neil Young. Some of Neil Young's friends start following him and taking their stuff off of Spotify, and that loses Spotify, I think, $4 billion in stock or something like that.
Yeah.
Then, to throw more gas on the fire, they put out this video, this compilation of Joe Rogan saying the N-word a bunch of times. I had seen this video maybe a year or so ago and thought nothing of it. I was just like, it's out of context. Don't know what it means. Don't know what he was talking about. He shouldn't be saying it. What am I going to do on one person? But when it's this pile-on thing, when you already in the news and people happen to retweet some or bring it back up, now this shit is now we cooking with gas, with fire. now we got something going. So how do we feel about Joe Rogan's use of the N-word so many times in a 20-second clip?
And when you put it all together, it sounds crazy. It's like a 2-minute clip.
I think a 2-minute clip?
I don't know. It's a decent length of clip. He said it mad times though. It's mad times. Yeah. Mad time. Especially when you like do it back to back to back to back to back to back. It's like, all right, fam. How many times do you have to say this to like get whatever point you're trying to get across?
I feel
like.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying like I feel like you could have learned what you need to learn the first time you had the question for whatever you was doing with it. Not 34 more times. But it is what it is.
I saw a tweet where they said they took down 70 episodes. Then I saw another.
Now it's 110.
Now it's 110 episodes that they took down with him using that word or using racially insensitive vernacular or whatever. I don't know. I didn't think it's tricky because it is out of context. We don't know what he was saying. Then there's another video of him talking about Planet of the Apes. And he was talking about black people in Philly or something. He was talking about something.
I heard about that.
Going to like a movie theater and it was not full of black people. It's like Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes in here.
What's the context for that? That's just crazy to say. Like, period. I mean, you can excuse it if you want to. That's just a crazy thing to say about calling a bunch of black people monkeys.
Right.
It's just crazy.
I remember the episode when he said that, and then like the next one, like right after it, he kind of apologized to it because it kind of fucked up. Because at the time, it's like one of those things that Chappelle was saying, like you gotta give them time to work a joke.
Yeah,
it's like fleshing out a joke, and he was like a full-fledged comedian at the time, so he was doing his thing. And
he was high and he said it.
Yeah, pretty. He used to get high a lot, like a lot on this shit, but he kind of calmed down after a while. And it's like one of those things where you're trying to flesh out a joke, and you just say some shit. Shit, we do that. Well, we'll say some shit like, maybe I should have said that.
I mean, we say it every episode, but it was just the fact that you said it on camera, and then the explanation you gave for saying it wasn't the best.
Yeah, I think that's
part. You're talking about a man that gets high as shit on his podcast, starts talking about aliens and MMA. Like that's all he talk about. It's like conspiracy theories, what he believes. What's it called? Ayahuasca.
Yeah,
ayahuasca.
Talks about that. It's like, what do we expect from this man? Like, I expect most of his fan base to not really care about the N-word part because I feel like he has that Call of Duty type following where it's like just a bunch of racists watching him.
I don't know if it's a bunch of racists watching him. But I just think it's a bunch of white people who don't care.
White people don't like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
I mean, do they like Joe Rogan as of recently because of like the vaccine talk, or do they
when Joe Rogan got COVID, it was people who wanted him to get sicker.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, listen. Are people out to get Joe Rogan? Absolutely. Especially it's like the vaccine thing didn't really do, I think, what they thought, and then now they're doing the racism thing, and they might move on to whatever the next hot button thing might be, transgender thing or
Anti-Semitism. That's the
misogyny
last one.
thing, and anti-Semitic thing or
Yeah.
whatever. Are they out to get him? Yes.
Once you hit the Jews, you hit bingo.
Facts. But the stuff he said is crazy though. Like I'm not like, especially as a black person.
I don't even know what he meant to say.
Yeah, during Black History Month, like I can't quite excuse it, but I'm also not gonna try to like.
Yeah, I'm glad we get niggas out here during Black History Month.
Jump down his back like the rest of the world is like. I'm gonna just take a wait and see. It's just egregious to like. Why did he have to say it so many times? Like, what is the context for him saying it a million different times?
And I think, along with Joe Rogan, they just like, you know what, we getting all these motherfuckers out of here that we don't like. Cause I saw something about Aquafina the other day.
Oh yeah.
I saw something about it was two other people that like they was like having a field day. They was like they said something on Twitter. I was like, yo, what did The Rock do? I was like, what the hell did The Rock do? Rock, are we trying to cancel The Rock? He's the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
But you know, if they were to cancel The Rock for something, I would think it would be something that he said while he was in the WWF when one of those like
I know right
persona lines or something like that. Like one of them lines where he was like being in character.
Yeah.
But the Aquafina thing I get.
I don't know.
Yeah, because she rose to fame off of us.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a tricky thing when it comes to that Joe Rogan thing because you can tell when he said it by the backdrop. Because he had multiple backdrop changes. This shit had to be like 4 or 5
12 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're old. Yeah, they're all old clips, right?
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. It's not like they're all. It's like a new. Like he was saying it all last week.
Like if it was a year ago, 2 years ago, I'm like, okay, but like
he still said it.
Yeah, I know, but it's one of those things to where it's like if you're not letting people grow, then it's like everybody's on the chopping block.
True.
That's what me in it. Like that's what me in it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not going crazy, but also at the same time, I'm like, no, Joseph.
What gave him the gall to like be that bold and say it?
Different times.
Platform.
Different times.
It's never a good time to say the nigga.
I'm just saying different. I'm just saying different times. To
I don't know no white person, no matter what your background is, who your friends are, whatever the case. I don't know any white person, unless they're racist, outwardly racist, that would go on a public platform and say the N-word with the hard ER on it and keep saying it over and over again. But he got away with it he got away with it once. Yeah. Then when nobody black said anything or the right black people didn't say something, he kept doing it. We didn't nip the shit in the bud when it first started. It was like, yo, you can't say that. We didn't like that. That first episode you said that, kill that shit. And we just can't let him do it. Dave Chappelle, his comedian friends, they say nothing. It was like we just let that shit rock.
Well, he killed it himself.
He
stopped saying it.
Quoting somebody, he shouldn't have said it. And even if he's quoting somebody, I'm still on the fence about him saying it. But like I said, I'm not gonna kill him crazy because, like you said, we all say things that we don't necessarily. I don't know. It's a little different.
Do we say gay slurs at like a clip like that? like we don't have.
Are we just, going down this rabbit
hole? I'm just saying there are some of us that have slipped up and said gay slurs, anti-Semitic slurs, stuff like that. It was in context sometimes it wasn't. We've all said shit, but that 110 episodes.
Yeah, it wasn't like 110 episodes worth of it. It was like one here, one there.
Yeah, it was like one, then like 13 episodes have passed, and I slipped up. I know I wasn't supposed to say it, but I said it. Then like another 20-something passed. Said it, wasn't supposed to say it. He has 110 of these.
Yeah, well, you have to think of how many podcast episodes he has and how long he's been doing it. He's on 143. What 1,423 now? And it's like
he does 3 episodes a week. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Listen, you're gonna say some shit. I understand it. It's just you can also speak intentionally to a certain extent, right? You can do 3 episodes a week and also not say the N-word.
Exactly.
Just because you speak that much.
That's their whole life without saying it. You said it 110 times.
Yeah, again, I'm not gonna kill him.
It's him in public.
Okay, so
I don't know how we trying to set it behind the scenes.
So I'm not killing him, but you can also just not say the N-word.
Yeah, so then you gotta ask yourself, like, on recent podcasts, how many things do you said that was fucked up, that should be erased. That or somebody could come back.
But
And
we
get
don't
you
No,
but
no, zero.
that we know, we don't know until it comes out. But that is one
Accidentally,
word. That is
you
one
know
word
it's
that we know
you know you're
across
not
the
supposed
board.
to don't say that.
If you're not of a certain hue, you don't say that shit.
I think I would accept it better if people would have caught it while he was saying it rather than him stopping himself.
They did, but they
No, they didn't.
care.
Nobody really cares, honestly. To tell you the truth, nobody really cares about this shit.
Nobody really cares now. It's just that since Joe Rogan's in the news, it was like, oh, you got that thing about Neil Young. Did you see this shit he did?
Yeah, pile on. They're
It's pile on. It's bullying at this point.
No, it's an attack. That's why I'm not going crazy. I'm just saying it's this. Two things can't be true at the same time. Yes, he's being attacked. Yes, this is like some calculated like thing to try to tear him down because I guess his platform is too big, and I think that's really what it is. But also, yes, he shouldn't have said that word. Like, that's it. Like, and he shouldn't have said it that many times. And like, I don't know why you would say that, especially as a white person, why you were saying it that many times. Like that. And again, it sounds really bad when you put it all together. But if you look at, he's been doing it for 15 years. Maybe that's one a year, who knows, or whatever. But that's still one too many. But maybe it's one a year. And it's like, oh, he said it once a year. That's not crazy.
I want to know if he said that while he was interviewing or on the line with any black people, because from the older clips, it looked like he was just on the show with white people. They not gonna stop him.
He didn't say with black people. No. Why would you say with black people? Because they would say something.
Because now we can't even go back to the episodes to see the context of what the fuck he was talking about because they just took them all down. But
I'm sure they exist somewhere because I'm sure somebody.
Oh yeah, they exist. They exist somewhere, but it's just like I want to be able to go back. Like I want somebody to put down that timeline of like, hey, it's a nigger in this one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I want to hear the context. It's at 38 minutes and 58 seconds. I want to hear the context of what the hell y'all was talking about. You 3 white men, 2 white men, however many white men was on the line.
They probably ran a bot through his shit. They probably ran a bot through his shit, and whatever episode that has nigger in it is getting taken out.
Context don't matter at all. Yeah. But it's just the fact that I want to hear what he was talking about. You're not supposed to say that.
They probably been working on this since like 2 years ago.
Now that video, like I said, I saw that video maybe like a year ago. I didn't make a big fuss about it because it's like, what the hell am I gonna do? I'm one person. And Joe Rogan wasn't on a chopping block when it happened, so it's like, whatever. Moving on.